I don't know if y'all can hear me, but you should be able to hear me now. Okay, yeah. Welcome back to another video about OPM. This Friday is actually NFP, so I just thought I'll come on and actually give a little breakdown on what I believe NFP is gonna do. I have been doing some fundamental analysis. I've also been conducting some technical analysis on a few pairs. So, without further ado, let's just get into this video and go from there. Lovely. So at the current moment, I'm looking at XAUSD. And right now I'm on a daily time frame, but what I will do is delete all my previous analysis so that you guys can actually see. So on the daily time frame, we can see that XAUUSD is currently at a low, meaning that it's taken out this level of liquidity here, sell side liquidity, and it's also built up a range of buy side liquidity over here. So because we can see that build up of buy side liquidity, what I am preempting is that price may want to move up to take out this buy side liquidity. Just looking at it right now, you can see some BSL over here, and then we can also see some BSL above over here. And then going down into the 4-hour time frame, what this currently looks like on the 4-hour time frame is a redistribution though. And we can see that price has manipulated some of this buy side liquidity already. This large impulsive move to the upside, and then we had a market gap, and now price is looking like is redistributing and looking to take out this sell side liquidity. So what I'm looking at this week is right now what price is currently forming is accumulating or distributing. Is doing either or right now, and I can't really tell as to where price is going to shoot to. So that's why you have to look to fundamentals to see where price is pulling to more. And off the fundamentals that I'm currently looking at the moment, I can see that the forecast for the created jobs in the not the United Kingdom, the United States, the forecast for jobs in the United States is about 41,000 this month. However, if the actual is greater than the forecast, then that means that the US dollar is going to strengthen. And if the actual is less than the forecast, then that means the US dollar is going to weaken. Now, XAUSD has a negative correlation with the US dollar, meaning that if the US dollar gains strength, then XAU is going to drop, and if the US dollar gains, if the US dollar becomes weaker, then the XAU is going to rise. So really and truly, for the news release this Friday, what I am seeing based off the technicals alone is that price is moving more or pulling more to the downside. Reason being is because the overall trend of the market is on a downwards trend, meaning that it's forming lower lows and lower highs. We can see lower high here, lower high here, lower high here, and another lower high here. And we can also see a variation of lower lows, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. And then right here, we can see that price has formed a little incline of the lows, but it's still manipulating the highs though. So we can see the manipulation of the highs here by price moving up there, and we can also see that price is still forming some buy side liquidity. However, if we look a bit deeper into the 1-hour time frame now, so we're going a bit deeper, we can see the formation of a distribution. This looks like a distribution to me. We're seeing price manipulate the highs while keeping the lows steady. So we can see that there's an incline of lows right here. The price is currently forming. So what I would want to see is price just break a bit lower and trade all the way down. I am looking at 3,900, 3,800 for this drop to the downside. However, we'll just have to see throughout the week what XAU does. So what I'm actually planning to do is do daily YouTube videos and drop them daily so that we can actually trade towards NFP together, because what I want everyone to understand is that NFP is actually quite a major news release, and because it's quite a major news release, a lot of money can be made. And us as the OPM community, what I believe that we should be doing is gearing towards that. I don't think that we should take these events lightly. I think we should take them very seriously, because there's money on the table, and I don't believe in leaving money on the table. So I want everyone to put their boots on. I want everyone to prepare for Friday, because Friday is a big day in the trading industry. And this happens once every month. So the first Friday of every single month, we're going to have a news release called NFP. And I believe that I'm me now, OPM, I'm gonna create an event around this. So on YouTube, I'm actually gonna be live streaming this event, so everyone do prepare for that. Um, so just to even dive a bit further into the analysis, so we can see the build up of SSL and also the build up of BSL. SSL here, that's sell side liquidity, and then we also have some more sell side liquidity down here, right? But then what is also making me believe that price is gonna move a bit lower is because these levels of BSL have been taken out already. BSL over here been taken out, and then price also took out these equal highs or relative equal highs over here. And then right after that, price did fail to break this previous high over here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna label this high as a failed break. Well, that's the high, but this is the high that caused the failed break. So we're just gonna label it FB, and that's a failed break, meaning that price failed to break the previous high. So because price failed to break this previous major high, what it's currently looking like is that price is actually looking to continue to the downside. And if you look a bit deeper, just go into the 15-minute time frame so we can actually see it. And now we can see the sessions. Right now we're currently trading within the New York session. And what the New York session is currently doing, if you just go into the 5-minute time frame to see a bit, is redistributing. So this is a redistribution. Price traded back into this imbalance or order block, whatever you want to call it, level of supply over here, and we can see that nice rejection that price is rejecting off. And because we can see that nice rejection that price is rejecting off, we can now see price is rejecting off this area and is looking to move lower. And what also allows me to see this a bit more clearer is there's a build up of sell side liquidity over here as well. Remember, build up of sell side liquidity, and this is almost like a bear flag. That's what the retail traders will call it, but I would just call this a redistribution on the lower time frame. So looking at a redistribution on the lower time frame, price is looking like is going to take out the sell side liquidity we highlighted on the higher time frames. So that's essentially today's breakdown of XAUSD. We're still very much moving towards the bears, so we're looking for sells. And on the news release, I am expecting a spike to the downside initially. Like the first initial movement I'm expecting is a spike to the downside, you know. So it's a thing where now throughout the week we're just going to be tracking XAU and seeing what it does throughout the week so that we get a better outlook on what is going to happen on Friday. And if you get Friday right, a lot of people make money, you know. So that's the goal for this week. That's the aim for this week as the OPM community. That's what we're focusing on. So it's been your boy OPM. This is not a long YouTube video. This is just me getting back into the motion. You already know it's been literally like 8 months since I've done a YouTube video. So you know, this is not anything major or clean. I just want to get it out there and just release it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been your boy OPM. It's not the end of the video. I'm just doing a little transition right now. All right. So yeah, that is the breakdown of XAUUSD. That's what we're currently looking at the moment. What I want everyone to do is look closely at XAUUSD. You know, we are looking for sells. We're looking for price to spike to the downside. However, that bias might change throughout the week. That's why the daily YouTube videos are going to drop. And then we're just going to be intentional about the trades we're taking and be very precise with our analysis so that we can have the best outcome that we can possibly have on the Friday. It's been about OPM, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another YouTube video. Let's go.